Hello, today I'm gonna be reading you chapter 4 of How to Train Your Dragon, book number 1. I did not upload YouTube because I had a sort of throat. Today I can't sound good, but I'll try to sound good. Okay, so let's start. Snortlout was laughing so hard that he hadn't managed to say anything at all. The boys were hanging about the village gates, taking the opportunity to show off the dragons they had caught. Hiccup had tried to walk through without being noticed, but Snortlout stopped him. "Let's see what pathetic creature Hiccup has got," said Snortlout, and he took off the lid. "Oh, this is brilliant! Look at it!" said Snortlout, when he finally got his breath back from laughing. "What is it, Hiccup?" "A echo brown bunny rabbit with wings, a flower fairy, a fluffy flying frog. Gather around, everybody. Gather around, anybody, and see what magnificent animal that our future leader has caught himself." "Oh, Hiccupy, you are useless," crowed Sweetie Fist. "You're the son of the chief, for Thor's sake. Why can't you get one of those new monsters' nightmares with the 6-foot wingspan and the extra extendable claws? They're really mean killers there." "I have one," grinned Snortlout, gesturing to the terrifying-looking, flame-red animal fast asleep in the basket. "I think I shall call her Fireworm. What are you going to call yours, Hiccup? Sweetums, Sugar Lips, Baby Face?" Hiccup's dragon took this particular moment to give a huge yawn, opening its tiny mouth wide to reveal a flickering forked tongue, very pink gums, and absolutely no teeth at all. Snortlout laughed so hard, Speedy Fist had to hold him upright. "Toothless!" cried Snortlout. "Hiccup has found himself the only toothless dragon in the uncivilized world. This is too good. Hiccup the useless and his dragon toothless." Fishlegs leaped to Hiccup's defense. "Well, you're not allowed that monstrous nightmare you've got there, Snot-faced Snortlout. Only the son of the chief is allowed a monstrous nightmare. That fireworm dragon is Hiccup's by route, right?" Snortlout's eyes narrowed. He grabbed Fishleg's arm and twisted it viciously behind his back. "Nobody is listening to you, plankton-hearted, fish-legged disaster area," sneered Snortlout. "Thank you for that sniveling sneeze disability. That whole military operation was nearly a total disaster. When I'm chief of this tribe, the first thing I'm going to do is boot anybody with a pathetic allergy like yours straight out to exile. You're not fit to be a hooligan." Fishlegs went very white in his face, but he still managed to get out. But you're not going to be chief of this tribe. Hiccup is going to be chief of this tribe." Snortlout dropped Fishleg's arms and avenged manically on Hiccup. "Oh, he is, you see," jeered Snortlout. "So I'm not allowed that monstrous nightmare, am I? Our future leader is keeping very quiet about it, isn't he? Come on, Hiccup, I'm stealing your inheritance. What are you going to do about that, huh? The boys looked solemn. Snotlout really had broken the ancient Viking rule. Hiccup, should challenge you for the dragon, said Fishleg slowly, and everybody swiveled around. To look expectantly at Hiccup. Oh, brilliant, muttered Hiccup under his breath. Thank you, fish legs. My day just gets better and better. Snotlout was a great brute of a boy who didn't really need dog's breath help when it came to bashing people off. He wore especially on stark bronze-tipped sandals in order to cause maximum damage when kicking people. Hiccup tried to stay out of his way as much as possibly as he could, but he couldn't ignore his insult to stage. Now the fishlegs had happily pointed out, without looking like a coward on the other boys. And if you became known as a coward in the hooligan tribe, you might as well get the whole hog and wear a pale pink jerkin, take up playing at the harp, and change your name into Erminitude. I challenge you, Snot-faced Snotlout, for the dragon fireworm who is mine by right, said Hiccup, trying to hide his reluctance, but speaking as loudly and formally as his good. I accept your challenge, said Snotlout super fast, grinning all over his horrid smug face. Axes or fists? Fists, said Hiccup, because axes were a really bad idea. I shall look forward to showing you how a real future hero fights, said Snotlout. Then he remembered something. After the initiation thing on Thursday, though, I don't want to stub my toe or anything while I'm kicking you all around the village. Hiccup might win, Fishlegs pointed out. Of course he would not win, boosted Snotlout. Look at my sporting ability and my Viking courage, my capacity for midless violence. I shall win just as surely as I'm going to be the chief of this tribe one day. I mean, look at my dragon and look at his dragon. He pointed monically at Toothless. The gods have spoken. It's the matter of time. In the meantime, Snotlout carried on, I shall live in a fear of being gummed to death by Hiccup's terrifying toothless terrapin. And Snotlout sauntered off with lordly fashion, giving Hiccup a nasty kick as he did so. Sorry about the challenge. Fishlegs apologized after they had left the baskets with the dragon in them under their beds in their homes. Oh, don't worry about it, said Hiccup. Somebody would have gotten me to do it anyway. You know how they all love a fight. Fishlegs and Hiccup were going to the Great Hall to look for Gover had recommended How to Train Your Dragon by Professor Yubish. As it happens, confided Hiccup, I know a bit about dragons already, but I haven't the foggiest clue how to start training one. I would have to say they are really untrainable. I'm really looking forward to get some tips. The Great Hall was a hullabaloo of young barbarians fighting, yelling and playing the popular Viking game of basketball, which is a very violent contact sport with lots of contact and very few rules. Hiccup and Fishlegs found a book tucked away in the fireplace, particularly in the fire. Hiccup had never noticed it before. He opened the book. I have included a basic replica of How to Train Your Dragon by Professor Yubish here in order that you should share the experience with Hiccup, blah 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 blah. How to Train Your Dragon by Professor Yubish, BAMA, Hans, Cantab, etc. Big X Books, winner of Best Book for Librarians Gold Award. About the author, Professor Yubish, BAMA, Hans, Cantab, etc. has spent many years in the wild observing dragons in their natural habitat. This book is the culmination of the research and the definitive textbook and the subject of these fascinating creatures. Chapter the first and last. The golden rule of dragon training is to yell at it. Louder the better. The end. That's it, said Hiccup furiously, turning the book upside down and shaking it, trying to see whether there was anything other than that single page of paper inside it. Hiccup put the book down. His face was unusually grim. Okay, Fishlegs, he said, unless you're any better than yelling it, I am. We're on our own. We're going to have to work on our method of dragon training. That's the end of our book today, and if you subscribe, it will be many help for me. So I'll see you next time. Bye.